What if I told you that the next 12 months of your life would look exactly like the last 12 unless you decide otherwise? What if I told you that the most dangerous trap isn't failure, but drift, and that millions of men waste years of their lives, not because they're broken, but because they never decided to rise? Listen to me closely. This is not a speech. It is a line in the sand. It is not information. It is transformation, but only if you choose to install it. You are not here to be entertained. You are here to be awakened, because if you're honest with yourself, something inside you has known for a long time that you are capable of more, but knowing is not enough. Most men know. Few decide. Fewer still act, and almost none repeat that action until it becomes identity. That's what separates the builders of destiny from the victims of drift. Let me ask you a question I once asked the greatest minds of my generation. What is your life costing you right now because you're not living it with absolute purpose? I've studied the lives of Edison, Ford, Lincoln, Schwab, and Carnegie not to admire them but to extract what made them inevitable. Here's what I discovered. They did not live by chance. They lived by choice. They did not drift. They decided. They did not hope. They moved. And most of all, they never wasted years waiting for permission, for motivation, or for the perfect time. They didn't get lucky. They got to work. If you're listening to this right now, it's because something inside you knows that the way you've been living, waiting, wandering, wishing cannot continue. Another year lost in confusion. Another year lost to comfort. Another year wasted in the quicksand of hesitation, thinking, and invisible fear. You already know where that path leads. It leads to forgotten dreams. It leads to a weak identity. It leads to regret on your deathbed when the ghosts of your untapped potential stand around you and ask why you never gave them life. You are not meant to repeat the same year 10 times and call it progress. And yet, that's exactly what most men do. They make vague resolutions. They speak big words, but they change nothing. They wake up the same man every day because they never install the discipline required to become someone new. Understand this. Time doesn't change your life. You change your life. And only when you take control of your mind. The clock keeps ticking whether you act or not. And the harshest truth I've ever had to tell a man is this. The future does not get better by accident. It only gets better by design. If you want this year, this next chapter, to be different, then you must become different. And the way you do that is not through emotion or motivation. It is through a process I've spent a lifetime refining. Process built on definite purpose, ruthless decision-making, autosuggestion, repeated daily with emotion, mastery of thought, feeling, and action, relentless rhythm and repetition until identity changes. That is the only way. Let me make this painfully clear. This message will change nothing unless you choose to repeat it. You must not just hear this speech. You must install it. You must internalize it. You must return to it again and again, till the old self breaks under the weight of your new belief. You don't need more information. You need reprogramming. Your current self, the one drifting, delaying, second guessing, was built by repetition. Repetition of fear. Repetition of excuses. Repetition of half-hearted habits. And if repetition built the weak you, then repetition must now build the unbreakable you. That's why I say this. Do not just listen once. Listen every day. Every morning till this message becomes memory, until memory becomes instinct, until instinct becomes you. You have 12 months ahead of you, 12 chapters, 365 chances. The only question that matters now is this. Who are you becoming with them? Let this message mark the death of hesitation. Let this message become the beginning of clarity. Let this message be the signal that this is the year everything changes, because you finally do. Breathe deep. Because the next words you hear will strip away every excuse you've ever believed. And if you listen closely, if you burn this into your mind with repetition, with action, with fire, you'll never be the same man again. Let us begin. Let us speak plainly. Most men are not living. They are drifting. They do not decide. They defer. They do not walk with purpose. They wander in fog. They do not live by design. They exist by default. I call this condition drift, and if you do not master your mind, it will master you, and drift is the first symptom. In my private conversation with the allegorical devil, as recorded in Outwitting the Devil, I extracted his greatest tool for enslaving the minds of men. And what was it? Not addiction, not violence, not even fear. It was drift. He said to me, I cause people to drift through life without purpose or plan. I manipulate them through their habits, their appetites, their fears, and their laziness. I do not need to destroy a man. I only need to make him drift, and he will destroy himself. This is not fiction. This is the real enemy. A drifter is not a man who is evil. He is simply asleep. A drifter is not without potential. He is without purpose. A drifter is not doomed by fate. He is doomed by indecision. And what makes it worse? Most men never even realize they are drifting. They mistake movement for progress. They confuse activity with achievement. They think being busy means being productive. But in reality, they are just spinning in circles, going nowhere, fast. They wake up each day, follow the same routine, and wonder why nothing changes. They blame circumstances, luck, or other people. But the truth is, they have never taken control of their own lives. They have never made a firm decision to change. They have never committed to a definite purpose. And until they do, they will continue to drift, aimlessly, hopelessly, endlessly. But it doesn't have to be this way. You can choose to wake up. You can choose to take control. You can choose to stop drifting and start living with purpose. It starts with a decision, a real decision, not a wish, not a hope, but a firm, unwavering decision to change your life. Take control of your thoughts. Master your emotions. Direct your actions. Become the person you were meant to be. And once you make that decision, you must act on it immediately, decisively, consistently, every single day. Because without action, your decision is meaningless. And without consistency, your actions are powerless. You must build momentum. You must create habits. You must develop discipline. And you must do it every day, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. Because that's when it matters most. That's when you separate yourself from the drifters. That's when you become a man of purpose. A man of action. Man of destiny. So, I ask you again, who are you becoming? What are you deciding? What are you doing? Because your future depends on it. Your life depends on it. Your dreams depend on it. Your legacy depends on it. So, what will you do? Will you continue to drift? Or will you decide? Will you let another year slip by? Or will you take control? The choice is yours. But remember this. Time waits for no one. It moves forward, with or without you. And if you don't act now, when will you? Tomorrow? Next week? Next year? By then, it might be too late. Opportunities will have passed. Time will have been wasted. Regret will have set in. Don't let that happen. Decide now. Act now. Become the person you were meant to be. Because the world needs you. Your family needs you. You need you. Rise up. Take the first step. And never look back. Because this is your time. Your moment. Your life. Make it count.